JP. I'm a barber at Deluxe Studios, and I work there. Sorry. I'm JP, owner of Deluxe Studios. I'm also a barber there.
Gianni Pierre Valois. I am the executive creative art director for the company Déluxe Studios.
My name is Ton Chu. I'm also a co-owner of Deluxe Studios, and I run operations for the business.
Y'all are all dripped out in that merch.
Always.
Repping.
This is actually, so this is technically our first episode back from like our break,
Yep.
because and we said this last time, but we've had to shoot so many episodes just because the audio's been messed up. So
Yep.
we already shot like 6 episodes like in other segments, but we haven't had the time to actually upload them just because the audio was messed up or the quality was something washed
We're
up.
still
or
trying to
something.
figure out like the room itself and like the setup every time we come because it like changes every time. So
Yeah, because you guys, we've had you guys before, and we're glad that you're our first guest back.
Appreciate you
Um,
having
because I
us.
know last time we had you, we were like at the other studio, and it's we were talking about this the other day. It's crazy how time flies
Yeah.
and what
that's
you can
crazy.
achieve with
In
being
a
consistent.
year.
Yeah.
Just being consistent and just working.
Because last time we talked to you, you were at your last studio, right? The Image
Yeah,
Studios?
we just opened it actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's that weekend. Yeah.
The same weekend, yeah.
Yeah, so it was dope. It's cool to see how far we've gone in a year.
Exactly. So what even made you like want to open up your own shop when you were working at Image Studios to where you have now?
We just wanted to expand, and it made sense numbers wise. You
Yeah.
know, we were paying like $3,000 there for a 2-chair suite, and my friend here, Ton, found a place in Mission, Kansas. Great location, so much foot traffic, just traffic in general, and rent there is like less than half of what we pay. So
Mhm.
it was a no-brainer. And
So-
there's 7 chairs now.
7 chairs now, way
Wow.
more people. So do you have 7 people working with you, or are you still looking?
We're still looking. There's 4 of us working there, so I'm looking for 3 barbers. If you want to work with us, come check us out.
Gotta
Must be
tap in.
licensed. Must be licensed in Kansas. So.
I guess like what's been the challenging part for you so far from starting your own business?
Just what, like working with more people in the shop?
Yeah, just in general when it comes to like balancing your like you cut hair and then on top of that running the shop.
Oh,
finding
yeah.
people and all of that.
Definitely there's a lot of challenges, because obviously we're working with different people and with different personalities, so you got to be able to communicate.
Yep.
So I'm learning that. I'm working with them every day, so I just make sure I have to let them know there are still shop rules, even though it's a booth rent shop.
Oh yeah.
Just because they're their own bosses, I still have to have a set of rules, that they have to obviously like follow
Yeah.
working there with me. So nothing crazy.
Yeah. And then for anybody who's like any other barbers that are watching, like what advice could you give them when it comes to choosing the right barbershop for themselves, the stuff that you had to go through when you were starting as a barber too?
Yeah, if I could, help a future barber look for a shop, if you are shopping for shops that you want to work for, you need to obviously like see if that shop you got to see the shop if that shop helps you get to the next level.
Yep. 'Cause we hear a lot of things about finding shops that don't want to like help you grow.
Yeah,
and
they
that
don't want you to
They don't,
grow.
yep.
They
They
just
cut you off. No clientele. It's like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. These shop owners are crazy out here, dude. So we out here trying to expose them.
I was actually, I mean, we can start naming them.
Yeah, we
No,
ain't naming nobody.
But I've actually met some barbers too that they talk about like as soon as you tell them that you're not gonna be working there, they just tell you, all right, you can just leave. Like they don't want you to tell your clients and stuff.
Commission shops, they're crazy. They do fire you right off, right as soon as you tell them you're going. You're cut off. The reason why is they don't want you to tell
Promote,
the
yeah.
clientele
Tell 'em,
that
take-
you're leaving. Yeah.
They're
So-
probably taking it as like you're gonna take their clientele,
Yeah.
so they're like, I don't want to do it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's kind of sad, but hey.
But I mean, I feel like for you at least, it's a learning lesson to see what other shops that you've worked with have been doing wrong that can help you grow with your business.
Oh yeah.
Too, so.
I'm glad I went through like all the shops I went through.
Oh, yeah.
Because I run my business. You know, I don't want to run my business like that. So obviously, like, yeah, just want to
just
do
helps you
business
grow,
right.
right?
Yeah, I don't like to burn bridges.
Mm-hmm.
What's something in the past shops that you've worked at that you 100% did not like?
Definitely, I worked at this one particular shop. You know, it was a 1099 shop, but you know, you're treated like an employee.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I signed up. I wanted to be a barber because I like being my own boss. You know, and you know they treated us like employees. Obviously, the people that worked there were not licensed.
Mhm.
So what can they do, right? Can't say nothing.
Yep.
So once I got my license and learned, just saw how he ran things, it's like, this is not how I want to run my shop. Left and did my own thing. So everything's been.
So with the barbers that you were working that weren't licensed, were they just hourly, or how were they getting paid?
Is the crazy part is, like, I was getting my license and I was making less than the people that didn't have the license.
Mm.
You know, that's
Yeah.
another thing too. You know, how am I getting my license and I'm making less than the person that doesn't have the license?
Exactly.
You know, they're getting 70-30. I'm getting 60-40.
Exactly.
You know, so you're going to feel some type of way.
Oh yeah.
You know,
You're not licensed.
yeah.
It's like,
You know, you're not licensed.
That's
but-
like having somebody go to dental school and someone who didn't, and they just go and get paid more than the person who did like 4 years. You
man.
know, like
But I
it don't add up there.
Yeah. kept my mouth shut for a while, you know, just, okay.
So over time, you just completely cut them off, or that's just somebody who you wouldn't associate yourself
I
with
wouldn't
anymore?
associate myself, you know, with that guy. It is what it is, you know. He runs his business like that, and you know, people know, and you just get a bad rep for it, you know.
Yep.
So I do business right. I don't like to cut corners.
And then I know you've been doing your merch. How long have you been doing your merch exactly? Do you remember?
2018.
2018?
Yeah, since
Crazy.
2018. So I started the brand in 2018. Actually, Tom was with me. He was asleep, and I was like, "Hey, man, I think this is the brand." And ran it, told him about it. He's like, "Oh, cool, that's what's up." And then ran with it 2018, and I went to school about a year and a half ago, and I was like, I'm just gonna make this like a lifestyle brand.
Yep.
Hair and fashion go hand in hand.
Oh, yeah.
So
Exactly.
let me be different and not call it JP's Barbershop. You know,
Yeah.
let's come up with a lifestyle brand.
And I think it's actually cool because you can expand with whatever you want. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you see it, it's a barbershop merch. You know,
Yeah.
you could, who knows, like lighters too.
Yeah,
Like,
lighters.
it's a cool
We're
name.
trying to tap in. I mean, you know, the clothing is just like the very first layer. Like, you're not even coming out with hair products yet, you know?
Oh dang.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it's-
it's just this right here. This is just, you know, to
Some
rock
starter,
in the
yeah.
club or whatever and just promote ourselves.
Mhm.
To look
So
cool.
I know when you start brands, like at least for us, like you come up with so many different names. Did you have that? Like, do you remember the first name that you maybe came up with, or
Oh, I
it's
did.
just
I came
I'm
out with
trying
a
to
brand called Doozy Apparel.
Doozy
Oh.
apparel?
Yeah, Doozy. I think it's the Instagram's still up.
How did that even come up?
I don't know, dude. I was just in my bed. I know I think of a lot of like ideas when I'm either in the toilet or
That's
sleeping
funny.
like
Yeah,
late at night.
that's
You know?
true.
It's crazy. But yeah,
I feel
it
like
came up.
I feel like you have that. We're
It
in the
sounds
toilet.
like so. What we did for the name, we went on that Google names generator,
And that's how you go. That's
kind
dope.
of. Because I was trying to, but then our first one I think was on the come up,
Yeah, on the come up.
on the come
That's
up,
a good one.
and then just come up, and then I don't know where the vibe came from.
I'm pretty sure you were shitting, bro. He just texted me like, bro, just take the I, put a wire.
Yeah, because it would come up vibe, and then I'm like, I don't like how the vibe, and I was like, let's change the I to a Y instead of, you know.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
dope.
it's
I
just-
like it.
I think it's just the random times like you were saying, like you'll just randomly think of ideas
Yeah.
and stuff, like. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're having trouble with because we want to start merch too.
Yeah.
We attempted it.
Designing is hard, bro. It's hard.
Designing is
I don't
hard. Yeah,
know,
we
it's like-
tried like, and we just at this point, I told Naya, I was like, yo, let's just hire a designer at
Yeah,
this point. 'Cause we
Did you
tried.
design your own stuff like at some
I
point?
did. I just like I don't know how to do Photoshop. I'm
Mhm.
more into like words and
Yep.
just simple stuff.
Yeah.
But Gianni is more into that, so.
So-
Yeah, I'm a little bit more complex. little
Yeah.
bit diverse with it. So
Graphic design and stuff like that. You use
Yeah.
like Illustrator or what do you use? Photoshop?
I use Adobe Illustrator,
Yeah.
Procreate. I use Photoshop as well. I use so it's weird how I do it. So I'll draw it on Procreate and
You
an
can-
iPad. Then I put it on Photoshop, do what I need to do there, and then I'll put it on another like software, and then
Yeah.
I'll put it back on Photoshop and then finish it there.
Oh,
Yeah.
then you're
Yeah,
nice
so I
with
do
it
a
then.
lot of mixing, matching with different softwares.
Yeah, you know what you're doing there.
Yeah.
Do you have like an
So-
iPad that you do it? Or-
Yeah,
yeah.
I do it on the
yeah,
iPad.
Oh,
I do
yeah.
it on
if
the
you got the
iPad
iPad,
first.
you're a professional for
Then I
sure.
put it on Photoshop and.
So did you even like? Did you just take classes? Did you kind of learn on your own, YouTube, or how did that go
no,
for
I
you?
just kind of learned on my own.
On your own?
Yeah.
Where you from?
France.
I could tell.
Yeah, Marseille.
Comme ça.
Parlez-vous français? C'est comme si comme ça.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Just a
bro.
bit. I took
Très
French.
bien. That's good.
Just a tiny bit, just a little. Like I know, but like if you say some certain things, I could probably understand it. But speak it just a little. Like say something.
Quoi de neuf?
I don't know what that means.
Just like what's up. man.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that.
No.
So
but
are
the
you-
basic French.
yeah.
But no, I was trying to say because we're still trying to like maybe rebrand because we had some designs. I don't know if we showed you them.
I don't think so.
We actually dropped them, but then we like failed, so then we just
Yeah.
removed them.
I don't know. I feel like we could do better than that though. Like something I probably wouldn't.
Because
yeah,
it's
we
just
wouldn't
like
drop.
come up vibe on a shirt just looks nerdy. We want to like I mean in my opinion I think like we just want to have come up or either the word vibe separate or like it's on its own thing so it's not come up vibe so people are like we're representing them but kind of like you know you
Yeah.
didn't call it JP call it something else but we still kind of like the come up or the vibe in it. We're just trying to come up with something that makes sense and then just drop hats or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So trying
But I
to
know-
I like you should put vibe.
Vibe.
Vibes. You
No,
can play with a lot with that
What you
vibe.
guys did with it is actually really good right now. I would have done it that way too.
Yeah.
I like
That's-
the LED like
Yeah.
sketch vibe.
Oh, you fuck with that?
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
I like it.
I like
I'll
the,
take the credit
the
for that.
vibe, how you change the I
The
to the
vibe there.
Y. Yeah, it's fire.
Go.
Yeah,
Okay,
We'll see.
okay.
We'll see what come up with.
Yeah, I do a little bit of Photoshop. I can't do Illustrator or anything like that, or come up with designs.
I've been messing with Illustrator though right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Been missing.
I want to learn, but it seems complicated. Photoshop, I can do the basics, like just basic Photoshop. If I need to remove stuff or make certain things, but make designs and stuff like that, I can't really
Do
do
you
it.
guys want to do anything like three-dimensionally too? You guys can use Blender.
Blender.
Yeah, I've
Blender.
used Blender. I
Blenders.
tried creating a crypto coin once, and I made a 3D model. I got to show you some models I
Oh,
made.
dude, like, see?
So I can do
Blender, like,
that
that's
basic
crazy.
stuff, but not
Yeah,
nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I use Blender a lot.
Really?
So, yeah, Blender's really good to use. A lot
Dang.
of filmmakers or videographers,
Yeah.
cinematographers will use Blender.
Yeah, exactly.
So on these big films. So
Wow.
yeah,
Do you do animations and stuff like that? Really?
I can. Yeah,
What?
I like to. I think it's. I like anything that keeps my mind at work. You know.
Yeah.
So anything to keep me busy and keep me doing something. It's natural. You know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So how old were you when you started like messing around with the just drawing and illustrating?
I'd say 20.
20?
20.
I was 20.
So how old are you now?
27.
27. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah, I'm
you
about to
get
be-
experience.
I'm about to be 28. Yeah, I'm about to be 28 in July. So I'm getting up there.
So what do you I guess like what do you have in mind when it comes to like the stuff that you like to do with illustrating? Is it something that you want to create a brand with, or are you planning on just like what's your idea with it?
Well, like I like to be different and stand out. I don't like
Yeah.
to be like seen as, oh, I've seen that before, but this is done better. No. I want to continue to create and build something that nobody's ever seen before. And I want to showcase it for the whole world to see. I want the whole world to see it. I want them like just things in that nature. So
Yeah.
so yeah.
So have you ever maybe thought of creating your own brand or creating?
I have.
Yeah.
I had my own companies. Blacklist, List Noir Delu, and Kelly Blue. 3 clothing brands that I had of my own. And the most recent ones that I just let go was Blacklist. I was huge on Blacklist, very huge on Blacklist. I worked so hard for that, and it was doing really good at first. And you know, it just things happen, and you just gotta let things go and move on. You know, onto
Yep.
better things. So
Yep.
I'm very thankful and grateful to be here, part part of this team.
Oh yeah,
So
great team. Yep.
happened all really quick. So yeah.
That's good though.
Yeah.
So then I know that you said when coming up with your name, was it you two and Raph, or who was coming up with the name? off
It
of
was me.
It was you.
Yeah. 'Cause I had sold my other brand to my friend in Vegas, and I was like, I want something that's like global, not local.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that other brand I had, it just seems so Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
Which is nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. I just wanted to tap in outside. You could like see in KC, but like see it anywhere else, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah, I just sold that and then came up with it. And I was like, ooh, I like that line across that
Yeah.
first design. I'm like, yeah, that looks unique.
Mhm.
So
And then you just presented it to Raph and him, and then
yeah,
just from there they.
But yeah,
took
I
over.
showed my boy Ton, and he really liked it, and I just ran with it for a while by myself.
Yeah.
Pushed it by myself, and then, like I said, I went to school a year and a half ago, and was like, I'll just make this a whole lifestyle brand. you know?
So how, for people that don't know, how long was your barber school too? Your
For me, I did part time, but actually no, I did full time. I did full time, and I finished it in about 8 months.
8 months. Okay.
Yeah, so I would when I was going to school, I would work overnight as a security guard from 12 to 8, and then I went to school from 9 to 5.
So you were yeah.
And on top of that, I was cutting clients already.
Yeah. So you was just overtime there.
I wanted to finish school by the time I was 30 and get everything done by the time I was 30. I'm 31 now.
So you were planning before then? You
Oh
kinda
yeah,
a plan?
I was like, I get to be done with school by the time I'm 30.
Mhm.
So I got done with school, then I went to Puerto Rico and I turned 30. I celebrated there.
Yeah.
So it was awesome.
So were you already thinking though of your plan? Like you were like, I'm gonna go to school and then I'm gonna do this after.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what you had.
Yeah, I had a plan to go to a commission shop and build my clientele there, and then my goal was to work there for about a year and then do my own thing, and then
Just expand from
so I
there.
didn't look back.
But you see, I feel like that's the difference between, there's always two types of people in the world who say they're gonna do it and they don't do it, and then you're that type of person that says you're gonna do it and then you do it.
yeah,
I
and
feel
it's
like that's very important too.
yeah. I mean, when you get to a commission shop, obviously, you'll start getting busy and you get comfortable. I knew a guy. He was there for 3 years.
Yep.
Got fired for handing out his business cards. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
For handing out his business cards.
Yeah.
That's
So for 3 years, worked there, then got fired because of that. He ended up leaving, go to another shop, and then for those 3 years, he didn't connect with his clients. And it's like he started all over.
exactly.
So if you ever go to a commission shop, make sure you build that relationship, have a goal, and don't get comfortable, because that's like it's
Yeah.
not
So
good for you.
don't stop promoting yourself. At all
Yeah,
times,
so you gotta like tell them, build a relationship, and then once you go, they'll follow you. People will follow. All my clients have followed me to all the shops I went to.
Mm-hmm.
Went to like 2 shops.
Yep.
Or 3.
And I think I've been watching a lot of barber videos too, and I always see like in the comments people always say like, "How do you build clientele?" I'm like, it's at least for me, I feel like you have control of it. Like you have the will to expand
Yeah.
and promote and just go talk to people.
I think now being in it for 5 years, it's about building relationship, man. Clients gravitate to you because they can relate to you and they can talk to you, and that's with anything, not just barbering, man. And I feel like that's the reason why I'm starting. But my clients followed me because I built that relationship and that trust with those guys.
Exactly.
So build a relationship, man. That's really it.
Yep. And especially because like I've seen a lot of people too where shops that I've been working at before where sometimes even if they don't cut good hair, it's more of the connection that they have with the barber there
Yeah.
too. Like it's crazy.
It's crazy. Like you don't have to be the most fire barber, but if your client can trust you and they can talk to you, you're gonna
That's
be
a wrap
booked up.
there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
just be likable. That's it.
So how were you when you first started cutting hair? Like conversations with your client, do you feel like you were always been able to flow with them too?
It was natural to me
Yeah.
because before I did barbering, I used to sell cars, and
So you kind of
I
knew
did
that, yeah.
So talking to people was nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
You seen those videos where there's like barbers just having their headphones on and they're just cutting hair. They're not even talking. They're just
yeah, it's no good. You can't go far with that.
Yeah,
You know,
it's-
you gotta talk to people, man.
exactly.
You gotta be personable and likable.
What do you do with the people who genuinely like don't like talking to people that just want their?
Oh, you can feel it, man.
Yeah.
If they're in that chair, and you'll know too. You know, like if they're a business owner and they sit in the chair, they're quiet, they close their eyes. That's your cue, man.
Yeah.
Don't talk. Do the job.
Or
Boom,
they
you're
give
done.
those yes, no answers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll know. I mean, you got it's easy to read people.
Yeah. You feel like that throws you off at all when you're cutting?
Nah,
or-
hell nah.
You're like, fuck that, I'm vibing here.
Boom. Knock them out. See you later. You know. But nah, it doesn't bother me. I don't take it personally.
Yeah, that's good. What about when you were starting too? Did it? Do you feel like it took you a while to get pretty consistent with cutting good hair, like consistently every haircut, or what were your most like struggles when you were cutting hair? Was it blending any like fades or tapers? Because I always hear people say higher fades are easier for them, and then tapers are a little harder. They're a lot more detailed.
Yeah,
so.
tapers, I used to shy away from them in the beginning because you have such a small space to blend, but those are easy now.
Mhm.
It's just knock them out
Knock
in
'em
like
out.
30
Yep.
minutes, 20 minutes, But, I just watched a lot of videos and perfected my steps,
Mhm.
really. I mean, just a million ways to fade. And
Because you were cutting too, right? Before you even had your barber license
yeah,
too, right?
yeah. I was kind of my parents' basement.
Yeah.
So I started.
That's where everybody usually starts to the basement.
Yeah, I started in the basement, bought my chair, and started cutting people there, and yeah, and here we are.
You feel like your parents were also pretty supportive when you started?
Oh
Or-
yeah, for sure.
That's good.
My parents were very excited, and they've been very, very supportive this
Mhm.
whole journey. So I'm really thankful for that.
That's good. Been having them. So for you, what do you feel like is next for you that you have planned or coming?
For next, for me and just in barbering, would love to like at least cut like 100 haircuts a week. That would be good. We're getting up there.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So
Shops been getting busy and
yeah.
Yep.
that want to do more events, give back to the community. That's one of our big goals as a team, is to give back. We just did a show, not a show, we just did an event for the AAPI month at the KC current stadium.
Mhm.
And
Oh yeah.
yeah, we
Yep.
did free haircuts from 11 to 5 and sold
was
some
that?
clothes. Man, we did like 50 haircuts.
Wow.
We were
Crazy.
banging them out. It got to the point like we were so busy that we only had 2 chairs, and I was like, okay, they need help. Just sit on the trash can. I'll start banging them out. And Johnny was, taking a lot of pictures, videos, and selling clothes. So
So did you have a number in mind too? Just how many people you were gonna cut up that day, or just
No, we
whoever was
just-
coming up?
honestly, we just did tapers and lineups.
Tapers and lineups?
Tapers and lineups. It's quick, easy.
Mhm.
Get them in and out. Just the guys that work with us, had a lot of potential new clients.
Oh yeah.
'Cause we had a sheet where they wrote down their name, phone number, and whoever cut them. So
Yeah.
after the event, whoever cut them, reach out to them. Hey, I'm JP. Cut your hair.
Great way to get exposure.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it. So
And then-
next.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
We have our next event will be June 8th,
June 8th?
which is Soul Swap KC
Oh yep.
at
yeah.
what is that called? Union Station. Oh, sorry,
Union Station?
Union Station. We'll be at Union Station cutting and selling merch.
So
Trying to
for
get our name out.
anybody who wants a haircut, no, he's giving you the details there.
Yep.
And you said Johnny was there too.
Yeah, I was here.
How was that experience for you being there?
That was the first experience for me being at an event that big.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I loved every moment of it.
So just standing there, does it make you want to like just start cutting hair or touch the clippers there?
You do not want me cutting hair. No, I did have a moment. I was like, I should probably cut hair too. Yeah, I was looking at everybody. I was like, it's kind of busy. I should probably start cutting hair too.
It was
But it was packed. Yeah.
That's
I feel
good.
like we took over
Do
freaking.
you want to hold the mic?
It felt like we took over the event, or we were, because the main stage was like right in front of us, and people were lining up.
Were you guys the only like barbers there? Or was there any other?
Yeah, we
no,
were
that was
the only ones. Yeah,
Oh.
we were overwhelmed there for a sec.
I bet. Just
I'm
straight
like-
walk-ins.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I gotta go get some food, man.
I seen you post like the list. I think you guys were writing like names there, and I was
it's
like,
crazy.
damn.
Yeah, we
I was
filled
like-
that sheet up, and it's definitely will have to do a lot of those because it helped out a lot,
Oh yeah.
especially for the barbers that.
Have
work
you had
there.
any of those people that were in line there that came through to the?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
That's
Oh
good.
yeah. I'm actually about to cut Alina. I met her there this Monday, so yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
So I always tell these guys like because a lot of them like free. I'm like, hey, look, man, like my dad told me, like you might get me now, but I'm gonna get you later. Because once you sit in our chair, it's a wrap. You're with us.
Yeah.
We'll give you the best, the best service. you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So
And that's actually I've been reading this audio from like 50 Cent that he had written, and he was talking about how sometimes you have to do stuff for lower price or for free in order to get in return, because sometimes people want to be like charge off the bat and don't want to do stuff like that you're doing for free,
yeah.
but you were losing clientele at the end of the day. That's sometimes a way to get out there. So
Yeah, you just, bro, it's a wrap. Once you get in my seat, it's over, bro.
what about you? How have you because I know you've been in the brand for a long time there. You've been there since the jump.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you do for the brand for the audience that doesn't know there?
So I just work in the background.
Mhm.
I help manage the books, just
Yep.
run operations for the business, just make sure we grow
Mhm.
as a team and as a brand. So that's pretty much what I do.
You feel like you ever get stressed out? Or
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure we all get stressed out.
They got you on the clock.
sometimes.
so
yeah.
what about for you? Do you see yourself I don't even know where I'm going with this. I lost it. Forgot what I was gonna ask, but do you design too, or do you do any designing with it?
No,
or?
I don't design. I just primarily just run operations for the business
Mhm.
and just try to help the brand expand and help grow the business. That's pretty much all I do.
So how do you come up with the next move there? Like what's next for the team? Or do you also help with that?
Yeah, so like the next move for the business is I would like to expand to a second barbershop next year.
So you do all that research, finding the spot and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I do all the research, all the negotiation with the realtors and the landlord, and pretty much everything that includes business.
Yeah, for sure.
Good team, JP.
Yeah.
The mic.
Sorry about that. We the other mic is messed up, so we're using.
Yeah, it's
my-
like you gotta delegate things. It's getting to that point where I'm getting booked up that I just don't have time.
Yeah.
It's the reason why we brought Gianni in, because he's very good at what he does, and we need that.
So we're looking to look for team members. Like, we're just trying to figure out what route. We're just asking for advice. Like,
Oh
I'm just
yeah,
asking.
for sure.
Like, so do you give them like equity in the company, or do you pay them hourly, or how do you look? How does that work? What's more ideal on that format?
I would say it depends, man. I mean, it just depends on your guys' budget. If you guys can fit it, then do it.
Mhm.
Obviously, you need to sit down with them and have
Yeah.
everything on paper,
Exactly.
whatever.
Yep.
You guys gotta obviously come to the middle, and it has to make sense for both parties. So that's my tip.
Yeah.
And also they gotta fit your guys' culture.
Oh yeah.
So that's a really big thing with me.
Mhm.
So
Well, I mean, we're excited for you, bro. Like your team is expanding,
yeah,
shop is getting bigger, more clientele.
yeah,
Eventually,
for sure.
hopefully, getting them extra shops there. So
Yeah, the goal is to have a second one because our boy Eric wants to expand, and we'll open up a shop for him, and he'll run that. But it's just how right now it's hard to find barbers that want to work.
that's true.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll run into the ones that want to be part of our team.
Oh yeah.
Where can they reach out to you if they, like, for the people watching? If there's a barber that's licensed, where can they reach out to you? if
Yeah, they
wanna-
can reach me out at my Instagram is underscore OVOJP, or Deluxe
Mhm.
Studios. Our information's there. You can just DM us, or come to the shop.
And what
Yeah.
are the requirements again to work for you again? at the shop?
Must be license, professional license in Kansas. That's really
Do you
it. Man.
interview them too, or
I'll interview them. Make sure I gotta make sure they can also, obviously, like, everything is not about cutting because you can learn, right? But um, they gotta fit our culture, and they gotta understand, like, this is how we run things, and if they like it, cool, you know, then we go with
go
it.
continue
Yeah.
with it? Yeah. And then for you, do you do any other jobs? Because I know you work with JP, but do you also do for other works for other people, or just for the company there?
I have done a lot of work actually for Moda Mansions. It's a club downtown Kansas City over in KCK off Kansas Road, Kansas Boulevard, Kansas. Yeah, just Kansas. It's a like very short. I also done work for Prime Bar.
Prime
I
Bar?
did some work
Yeah.
for them. I've done a lot of work for DJ Astro, DJ Turns Up, 201.
Mhm.
Done a lot of work for a lot of DJs, a lot of other artists, and just a couple
And then by
clubs.
work, what do you
So-
mean? Just like photos or videos or?
So I've done some of their graphic designs, some of their logos too.
Okay.
So
Then just wondering, I know a lot of people I've came across too that do like graphic designs. Do you also have like I've heard of Fiverr, or I think it's Fiverr. Is it Fiverr? Do you have Fiverr? Yeah. Do you have
Fiverr.
a Fiverr page too, where maybe they could find you or contact you?
I do not have a
You don't
Fiverr
have it?
page. I do not. No.
What about a Instagram page?
Yeah,
or
I do have
the
an Instagram page. I post all my work on there. I just reconstructed my website, so I'll be putting all my work on there too.
So you got a website too then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
So you're set there.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we're excited to see what the future brings, bro. Cause, you know, you did it in 6 months, man. Not even a year. And I'll be curious to see what another 6 months will bring to a year there for you.
Yeah, and I could have done it all by myself. It took a team effort, and we just stayed down and worked hard, and like I said, it takes a whole team to make the dream work. So
Oh yeah.
I can't take all the credit for it. you know?
Yeah.
So I'm glad I have the right team and the right people to bring the brand to the next level. So
yeah.
I'm excited for what the future holds. It's crazy what we did in 1 year. So we'll see what the next 5 years will be.
Yeah.
We got some big plans for sure. So we might be doing a tour
Tour.
wow.
to all these big states. Maybe do pop up a shop and also cut hair. Something a little
Dang.
different,
Okay.
So-
Have you thought of doing like pop up shops for clothing? Your clothing too?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
just
We
pop
just
it.
do both.
Oh, you do both all
Yeah,
the time.
we cut the hair and then sew
Boom.
clothes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to go. That's
know,
the way to go there.
Look fresh and buy $200-$300 worth of deluxe stuff. So,
Take their money.
yeah, take the money and run with it. I just play.
No, it was crazy because what did we do at the AEPI event? It was about 320 to 400 in
Yeah.
sales. Yeah,
That's
Wow.
crazy.
yeah, it was crazy. I just took all their business cards. I just started walking out to everybody. I was like, "Hey, cut? Need a haircut? Come down the shop. Here's a business card." I'm just out here passing out business cards left and right. So yeah, it was a good day.
How do you plan on expanding online for your clothing line? You have any plans for that? Or it's just more local stuff right
Just man, it's so crazy because we had an order in North Carolina. I'm like, whoa, that's cool. Like I forgot the other place is like Maryland or something. I'm like, this is crazy, bro. Like, but really just trying to figure out how to get that going.
Yeah.
I don't know
Still
any of
figuring
that.
out,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
now? We should try TikTok shop.
yeah, we have a TikTok page. I just haven't created.
Mhm.
We have the TikTok for Deluxe. I just haven't posted on there yet.
Yeah.
To do that, so I know
Dude, because
TikTok's really.
if you make like especially because he's your guy for like making videos and stuff, because I've tested it out literally last week. I called Naya a little bit about it because I've been selling stuff on TikTok shop, just like reselling, and you can sell anything. You can literally. I've been selling stuff for like stuff that I can get for like $2. I've been selling it for like $45. You just gotta make like so what it's called, like the method that I have is I make 5 to 10 videos a day, and I just post, and I tag the product. So that could be the shirt, like packaging the shirt, or like creating the shirt, or being at the place where they make them.
Bro, especially that video that you have out that you have on your Instagram, like all that's catchy for like Instagram too.
Yeah, and you just tag the product, and then people are gonna buy. You're eventually gonna get some sales.
It's
Like
catchy.
the
should try-
one,
you should
my
try
boy
to-
getting fired. That's a good.
Do you also do like material testing with the shirts before you order them? Or?
Right now we're not in the cut and sew. We just find the good blanks and print it on there.
Print 'em on there?
you know,
Yeah.
But I said that's why we hired this guy to take all that and run with it, bro.
Mhm.
Run with it.
Yeah, everything at its time too, though, because I know obviously you have your barbershop, and eventually you'll be able to be set with that and focus on merch too.
Yeah.
On mainly the online stuff, because
Yeah, we'd love to get the online going, man. Just imagine to have like 100 to 200 orders a day.
That's crazy,
You know,
bro.
on top of that, we have the shop, and
Yup.
yeah, it's just crazy, bro.
it's crazy.
The
to think about.
sky's the limit for sure, but obviously we gotta work hard, and nothing's given.
Exactly. Gotta work for
Yeah,
it.
gotta work for it. But it's here, man. It's achievable,
Exactly.
know. and we got the brand for it.
Get the brand and
It's,
the team.
It's different, and it's dope.
No, yeah, you guys are headed the right direction for sure, bro.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, we're excited to see what that future brings for you, bro. And for all of you guys, make sure you guys just always keep pushing with whatever you have in mind. Don't stop, because the moment you stop, gotta restart. So
Right. Yeah. Gotta make sure we all stay consistent. You know.
Mhm.
That's the thing too, man. You gotta stay consistent, right? Like, when I started barbering, what was like in the beginning, right? Like on Saturdays, one haircut, but I was in there learning from other people.
Mhm.
If I had quit, I wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
But I was already looking at it as like, I'm gonna get there one day. You know what I'm saying? Usually, like when it gets hard, you're right here, right? It gets hard, and you're like, so you're ready to quit. But when you don't quit, and you just keep going. That's when you just go crazy. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just you have to take it day by day. Enjoy the process. There's a beauty in the struggle. Like, I always tell that. Like, if it was that easy, everybody be doing it, right? And you just have to take it day by day, enjoy the process, and enjoy the humble beginnings, because you're gonna look back like, man, I remember them days. Them Saturdays, I used to go to lunch with this dude, and hey, after I cut him, let's go eat lunch. I can't even do that no more, on a Saturday, because I'm booked up already. But I just, it's cool to see, like the hard work you put in, and it's cool.
Yeah. No. Progress, consistency, and dedication.
Yeah,
That's what it
it's
takes.
literally consistency, bro, because you can be
And you believing too, though, in your dream and your goal.
you believe, you throw it out there in the universe that you're going to do it, and what the universe gives it to you. You just have to work for it. And it's crazy because, like, you can be motivated, right? But you can be motivated, but the next day you're not motivated. But
Yeah.
the days that you don't want to do it and you still show up, those are the days that count, man. It's crazy, bro. So consistency over motivation all day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to it with just consistency too. I believe opportunity cost is also a huge thing, sacrifice. Like at 20 years old when I started doing this, I did not have any money. I had to work 2 jobs, a lot of long nights, early mornings. I was barely sleeping, and I knew, I was like, yo, like, just continue what you're doing. It sucks right now, but it'll be worth it further down the road. And like I just kept telling myself that and telling myself that and telling myself that, and now I'm here. It's just like sacrifice is a huge thing. You got to stop with what you're used to doing so that you can be in a better position. I look at that very big. So
I'm glad you're saying that too, because I know a lot of people, it's hard for them sometimes to even hear, like, they'll just be listening, and then it comes out the other ear, and they think that just because they see you successful doesn't mean that you didn't go through those hard times too. So
What you got? No.
But
No. Well, yeah. What's it called? We appreciate you stopping by. You guys got anything else?
you guys want to promote or anything
Promote.
like that?
Where can they find you guys? What's your tag?
Find us at Deluxe dot Studios
Mhm.
or Deluxe Collections. Collection. You can find OVOJP on Instagram _OVOJP. You can find Tan _Tan THAUN, or you can find me Gianni Valois, or you can find our archives page. Our Deluxe Archives
Mhm.
will also be there, and it'll show all of our work, everything we do behind the scenes. We'll keep you updated. So
So
sorry.
you going?
We also have a collab with May Mob for back to school. We'll let you guys know more about that details in the road, but gonna talk to those guys soon. So
Yeah.
that'll be a good thing to give back to the community.
Oh yeah, that's fire, bro.
Right
Well,
for
we
that.
appreciate you guys so much for coming, bro. And
And we're also doing a collab. Too.
yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't talked
Yeah.
about that.
Well, yeah, we definitely need to talk
Really
about
good,
that
so.
for sure. Guys, look out for that. But yeah,
Yeah,
do you guys have anything else other than
That's
that?
it.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below if you have any questions. Look out for that collab, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace
Peace.
out.